So we have with us Captain Karthik on Import Export TV. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. First of all, a very good morning. My name is Captain Karthik. I am the principal of AMET Institute of Science and Technology, which is the constituent institute of AMET University, a leading maritime institution in maritime education and training for the past 30 years. And I am heading the institution as principal, and it is also the Maersk Center of Excellence. Well, I'm there in MET for over 15 years. That's in short about me.
Okay. So we are talking about diversity in this conference, Maritime SheEO Conference 2023. So where do you see, how has the workforce dynamics changed over these years in the maritime industry?
Okay, particularly if I want to see in the past, I see a very rapid change in the last 8 years, precisely from 2015. Why I'm saying so precisely is that I've been in maritime education and training since 2007. So when I was during the initial time, 2007 to 2010, I had just about 3 or 4 cadets, especially women cadets. But if you see, as on date, in our campus alone, we are having 150 girl cadets.
Okay,
and the most inspiring thing is all these 150 girl cadets are placed with various institutions. And Maersk is the biggest taker of these girls cadets. Really, we are proud of them. So this is the biggest breakthrough, and I'm seeing it's happening. Women seafarers are already here, and many of them have taken their training. They've gone on board on their way to their career profession as well.
So we know that there's always an emotional angle to seafarers when they are, on the ship and they are away from their families.
Yeah.
From men, I mean, we do not ask them much about it. Okay. But when we talk about women, there's a lot of dependable things are there on the women. Yeah. They leave their families, they leave their kids if they are in this industry. Yeah. So is there a psychological impact also when you hire or recruit women in the industry?
Okay. Well, on the psychological side, I would say it not only applicable for women, it is also applicable for men. So normally when the cadets come, when I ask the question, why do you want to join sea? The one common answer what I get is, I want to see the world and I want to make big money. So I tell them in return, yes, it is all there, but it is not instantaneous. It is an eventual thing. So if you want to become a seafarer, you need to forego 4F in your life. Okay. One is your family, one is your festivals, one is your favorite food, and one is your friends. Correct. So if you forego these 4Fs, then you get 2F in return. One is a fortune and one is a future. Yeah. So everything comes with a bit of challenge. Life is not that easy. So you need to forego a few things to achieve something. So this is the first mantra what we drive in. And I'm sure my cadets are ready for that. Okay. And that's the way they become as a tough seafarer. This is pretty much happening in women also. So they are very much ready to take up. And as they progress towards their higher ups of their echelons, they are ready to withstand whatever it braves.
And how is the government, facilitating and building an ecosystem for women who want to be in this industry? The policies and the laws and the framework.
Yeah. So I would say India, especially the Maritime Administration of India, is doing a lot. At the outset, I would like to recall the sponsorship, the scholarship what they are giving for women cadets. So almost every year, the girl cadets are getting a scholarship of 1 lakh from the Indian administration. So a lot of applause and thanks to the Minister of Shipping, also the Director General of Shipping. So every year, they get 1 lakh out, which is being paid by the government. It's a big initiative, which has actually seeing an upward trend in the recruitment of women seafarers. Secondly, the companies are very much interested and keen to increase the number of women seafarers. Like Maersk has got a target of getting 50-50 by 2030. Yeah. And there are other companies who have got a big agenda on them. So on this note, they are hiring a lot of women seafarers. And it's not that just if they are women, they are being taken. We should not take that way. They are competing on a general category. They are writing the same entrance examination. They are writing the same, attending the same interviews.
The competition is same.
Yeah, the competition is same. There is no bias. Yeah. So they come through everything and then they finally get selected purely based on their merit alone
Okay.
and nothing otherwise. So this is a great way to, what do you call in a sense, promote EDI, equity, diversity and inclusiveness. So on that way, I'm saying it is upward trend of what we have taken.
So basically, we are talking about seafarers, not men seafarers or
Yeah.
female seafarers.
Yeah.
It was really nice speaking with you,
Yeah.
Karthik.
One more thing which I would like to add is that at the end, it is not that admission of women cadets alone to take up the seafaring.
Yeah.
They need to be there, and the most important thing is that the upward mobility and sustainability of women seafarers. As a nation, as of now, our women seafarers' strength or their total could be just about a decimal percentage. And even this decimal percentage, they try to erode as they go up in their career.
Correct.
Especially when they take up a family, there are a lot of displacement happening.
Correct.
Some are going off the mainstream, some are going for their postnatal and prenatal requirements, and some are totally going different, taking a totally new different career. So at the culmination of the career, which is becoming a master or a chief engineer, I really doubt how the cadets who are joining at the entry level are they really able to go up and see that. So for that I would like to suggest internationally a convention for the sustainability and upward mobility of women seafarers.
Okay.
This is something very important because we need to support women not only at the entry level but all along their career till they reach the culmination and thereafter transition of them from sea to shore. So I would suggest that this can be done by reaching out to those women seafarers who have probably left the career or taken up some other professions. You call them back, bring them to such forums like Maritime SheEO, make them to address the gathering, and that will inspire a lot and that will promote a lot of girl cadets who are joining and will help them to sustain.
Why do you feel that women who are joining the program, the cadet program, seafarer program, as they climb the ladder, they try to get diverted in other things because they have other responsibilities on them and they are maybe not reaching to the topmost leadership level. So do you think that there is a flaw in that supportive environment? And how do you think, even if you call for a convention, so what are those specific changes that you would want to make where the women actually are retained and they actually do, culminate their careers with all the accolades?
So it's a very good question. So there are three ways what we see this. One is at the global level, one is at the national level, and one is the regional level.
Correct.
At the global level is what I told you. The International Maritime Organization should consider a convention exclusively for the sustainability and upward mobility of women seafarers. Now they have a lot of committees.
Correct.
So they need to put women and give a special quota for women where they can be retained in such positions and they are in decision-making authority. So this will give them a forethought and they will be help them to plan after becoming, and when I reach such a position, what is the next for me? Recently we had just before the break we had an interview from one of the sports journalists.
Yes.
One question what she addressed, what next?
Yeah.
So the same question there is in Maritime also. So after becoming a seafarer, naturally they want to switch to shore.
Correct.
So at that time they should be in such a good positions where they are having a social recognition, a professional recognition. So when they know such kind of career transition is there for them, they will be able to plan very well. And also traditionally we are coming from a country where there is a system of men to lead and women to follow.
Correct.
So that is slowly, it's because of the current dynamics, it is also taking a slow change where women are taking up good positions and we have a lot of women leaders in all domains. So when an IT professional is able to see his, his culmination, the same thing should happen to a marine, women in maritime also. This is happening in medicine or any other industry. But here there is a possibility that because of the domestic baggage what they have, they want to just quit or take a pass and they decide to return back, probably it is not happening.
It's not
That is where we are seeing the erosion of the women seafarers. So that shouldn't happen. So that's what I told you. So we need to give them positions in organizations. We need to give very responsible and high portions of responsibility which will inspire them to be there, and they can be there in the organization, and they want to switch back to sea also, they should be given the priority. In this way we can have the balance properly and we can sustain their retention with the maritime industry. That is the most important thing what we need to look at it. It is not just only at the enrollment level. We need to completely support them till this is becoming a trend.
So, has there been any step towards building this convention that you're talking about, or
Yeah.
are there talks happening with the government or at the global level?
So we have at the global level a lot of women organizations, like Vista is there.
Yeah.
Like there is an International Women Seafarers Forum is there. In India also we have this Maritime SheEO conference, which is held every year.
Yeah.
And so they are all going through that, I believe. But still they should try to write a proposal and put it across to the International Maritime Organization, where they should press on the need for such a convention. When it comes as a convention, then ratification becomes very important. And that will promote a good level of awareness across globally, which is the most important requirement. So that will be a great move towards sustainability and upward mobility of women seafarers.
And what do you think about the maritime education part? Because it is something very niche.
Yeah.
I mean, after 12th standard, kids really want to decide between engineering or commerce or medicine. But maritime really doesn't come in that list.
Yeah.
And it only happens when somebody goes to the seashore or looks at the big ships that are sailing. But we don't have that kind of academics where we are given the knowledge of, this is one sector where you can very well fare, not just the women, but men also.
Yeah.
So, how important has become this maritime education part in the academy?
Wonderful question. So what we do is, straight away coming to you're talking about awareness, creating awareness about maritime education. So we reach out to the schools. As an institution, reach out to all the schools, both in Tamil Nadu, South India, as well as we approach across. The existing students who are marine cadets with us, we reach out to their schools with our admission department teams. We go and create awareness campaigns. So we tell the merits of this, this particular career, how they need to come and what they need to see, and what they all need to be there to achieve such a culmination of this career. So that is going in a very strong manner. So because of this kind of awareness what we have created, we see a lot of enrollment of girls. When we reach out to schools, as you said very rightly, the kids are not really aware. But when we create an awareness program, it reach out to them, it reach out to the parents, it reach out to the schools. So now it become a very conscious routine among us to reach out to all schools, especially girls' schools we target more. So go create an awareness, and the moment they come and we take their own alumni cadets also, we bring them to take them to their own schools and they speak to the juniors there. So it's very inspiring. So this is one model by which we can try to percolate this career among the entire education system in India. Because as you said very rightly, the awareness of MET is still very low. But one way I could say it has increased a lot. Because compared with time when we joined the career way back in the 90s and to what we see now, there is a fair deal of awareness which has percolated, but not to the extent of what medicine and engineering are having. So still there is a long way to go. We need to work a lot to take this career among the women's as well as all people.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Karthik.
Thank you.